Hey guys, Adrian Unknown. Today I'm up here in the mountains. It's really overcast. You might know exactly where this is. I'm in a place called Dripping Springs, and this big water tank right here is at the beginning of the trailhead pretty much. It's a big empty tank. All of that is the Oregon Mountains. So if you come up here to Dripping Springs, most people know that this is the way there, that trail off to the left. But I like to take a different route that has more wildlife and things like that. They have a place for you to sit right here, carve your name in here if you're so inclined. But anyway, yeah, most people go that way. I'm gonna go this way. I want to show you some cool stuff, possibly find some cool stuff on the ground. Again, that's the normal trail. This is off trail in the arroyo. I guarantee you won't find any snakes or anything like that on a trail over there. If you want to find the cool stuff, you got to go where most people won't. You know what I mean? The path less traveled is always more treasure filled, if that's what you're looking for. Again, as always, I have my Nikon T900 for those really close-up shots, and I've got my rattlesnake removal stick just in case. You never know. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing okay. I have to go in at 7 o'clock today to work, so I'm taking advantage right now, and I'm doing my hiking. It's barely gonna be 1 o'clock, so I should be okay. Hopefully I make it up to a place called Ice Canyon, which is really pretty. It should be flowing nicely with water. From what I hear, there is water up there in the falls, so there should be some over there. Look at this. Told you, I always find cool stuff off trail. A gift from nature. Let's see if we can find some that are alive. Usually they like to live up here. See, here's another indication of fresh deer. We might just run into some. They're not very big up here, but they are numerous. Beautiful day for this. Another reason why I chose to come through here, through the bushes and all the overgrowth, is because I get to see cool bugs like these little beetles. There's probably going to be a bunch of caterpillars, millipedes, things like that. That's another reason why I like to come off trail this way, besides the cool stuff you might find. Man, it is nice today. Hope you guys have a good and safe 4th of July holiday. Don't hold the firecrackers too long, dads, and you'll be okay. Get to keep all your fingers. I've seen far too many videos already of people losing their hands, holding on to fireworks they shouldn't have been holding. So yeah, be careful. See, it's so much more pretty this way. There are no trails per se. You got to make your own. Just follow an arroyo You should be good. Look, there's a deer. Told you. Sneaky, sneaky. Look, there's multiple deer this way. Told you guys. Always come this way. Look, there they are standing over there in the pasture. There's some right there on the hillside too. I can tell they're mule deer because of their ears. Let me show you. See? They're all over the place over there. Sorry for the deep breaths and stuff. I'm carrying a lot of weight on my back. It's kind of heavy. And it's muggy from all this moisture in the air. Look at all those deer. Let's see if we can count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deer directly immediately in front of me. See? 1 deer, 2 deer, 1 deer butt, more deer butt, more deer butt. Map! Look over here. There it is. There's 1. Again, this is a Nikon P900 camera with 83 power zoom. If you can keep your hand still, it'll take some really good video and picture. But yeah, that's why I come off this trail, so you can see cool stuff like that. Alright, let's keep journeying. Now that we got up to this point, we go up this way. You gotta cut this way to get to where I want to go and show you guys. There's all sorts of deer over there. Look, they're just laying down. Right over that little hill. Again, this is Dripping Springs Natural Nature Area. Wherever there's loose rocks like this, usually you'll come across a very special kind of rattlesnake called Crotalus lepidus clobberi. What that means, it's a banded rock rattlesnake, and they are gorgeous. In fact, I hope I run across one so I can show you guys how pretty they are. They like to live off of lizards, mainly lizards, and they're one of the only snakes that actually hunts and kills centipedes. Little known fact. And they have a neurotoxic venom. Most rattlesnakes here in our area have a hemotoxic. Hemo means blood. So what it does is when it bites you, your blood coagulates. It turns into jelly, and it can give you like a heart attack pretty much. That's what hemotoxin means, or what it does. A neurotoxic venom actually works on your neurons or your nerves, and it can paralyze your breathing. It can actually shut the muscles down to your lungs, and you have to be on a breathing machine for a while. Really expensive bite, to say the least, and you will need some vials of crowfab for sure. An easy way to find these guys is to look for rocks like this and just hit them a little bit until you feel or you hear their tails vibrate, because they're very skittish, this species of rattlesnake. They like to rattle really fast and from far away if they feel in danger, and it always sounds like a bug. It's not really super loud, it's kind of like a little low buzz, because the rattle isn't that big, you know what I mean, compared to a southwestern diamondback rattlesnake. But yeah, we're getting to that point over here where I found one many years ago in an old rock wall. If that rock wall is still there, odds are, maybe, we'll see. Sometimes people like to knock stuff down that they shouldn't be knocking down, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go see if this rattlesnake hotel is still there. Again, places like this, right along old washes. Oh, heard one. I thought I heard one, guys. Okay, that was a cicada. But yeah, places like this have them, definitely. Like rock piles like this are good houses for this particular type of rattlesnake. I hope I find one. They're freaking gorgeous. I'd love to get it on film for you guys. So I'm listening for a buzzing sound, obviously, from a rattlesnake. That's why I'm walking around here on purpose. Through the rocks. And you might think, oh, it's a zebra looking colored snake, it's gonna be easy to spot. Nope. They match right up to what the rocks look like. What's that? Somebody left a baby. Look, a baby carrier. It's an odd place to leave one. This too, look. Interesting. The things you'll find in the desert. Anyways, here's the main trail, and over this way is where that rock wall was, where I found one of these stripy boys many moons ago. Here it is, the rock wall. Let's see if we can get lucky again. This is where I found it. I was stepping through here and I disturbed these rocks and I started hearing a buzzing sound.